We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, G.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back, because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Here we go. What do you need?
58 right there. Bang it.
Black!
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry down for Alex Collins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Point it right. Chopper!
Watch the twist. Kill.
Hey, alert 33. X3, 218, chopper.
On 2nd down, Collins. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guys.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, alert! 56 to Mike.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down,
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Check. Walk 54. So,
King. Hurry.
hey, watch.
Hurry. Watch out.
There's a first down run with Collins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
54, right there.
Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
and it's 3rd down.
Set. 180.
Right there, 56. Got one.
Throwing, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Ryan down for the field goal.
The kick by Bryant is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
12.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 180.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Push him back.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Hey, Haywood.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Alert. 5.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
21. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run with White. A little juke. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
180.
Mike 54. He's time to
Alert.
Right there, 54.
Hey, orbit.
third down. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, it's Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Watch the run. They're running it.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Flush to his right. 11 yards there, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield will let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They run with Collins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check 50, check 50.
Alert, 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 alert.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check 4, check 4. Hey,
54.
Now Collins. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alert, 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 alert. Regular, regular, regular.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The kick by Bryant is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the boot.
Garoppolo now. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
White.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Come on, baby.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
it's a gain of 20.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here we go. Black 80. 21.
Let's go, D.
Garoppolo now. 1st down throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
12.
58, right over there. Right 58, right there.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check. 53's Mike.
Lock.
Come on. 53's the
Hey, exit.
53's the Mike.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down. They come up in an offset eye. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. take the field goal right here.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go again with Collins. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Alex Collins, the ball carrier. Nick Bosa on the stop. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Collins. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 5-4.
Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
First down, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now a give to Collins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
36.
This is Collins on the handoff. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Complete to number 13, Odell Beckham. Touchdown, Cleveland.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 17.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Down to lose one. Check that.
They'll run it with Coleman. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. Muscling free near the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run the counter with Collins. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back, so they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home. So for Cleveland, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop down to 1-3. They'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on